Airbus A320neo between Juneau, Alaska, and Seattle, Washington. I'm also simulcasting or simultaneously streaming with YouTube streamer Pat's Fan, 12873, I believe his full channel name is. I have a link in the description. He's going to be flying the 737 Zebo, while I fly the A320neo. I'm actually on Discord. I don't know if you guys can hear his commentary in the background or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you want to check out his perspective, you're welcome to click on the link and go over to his YouTube channel. Again, he's going to be flying the 737 Zebo. I'm going to be flying the A320neo by Tullis. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
And it is going to be a fun one too. Sorry if you guys can barely hear me. I'm still getting over a cold right now as well. I did take medicine though, so I should be back well. Hopefully before it wheels up.
So you guys know me, I like to get out my flight charts, always be prepared. And then Seattle. Mariner 7 is going to be the arrival. And runway 16 right is going to be our approach runway. Going to do ILS. I know Pat's Fan likes to do his RNAV approaches.
That's true. RNAV is more fun.
But ILS is more precise. And at the end of the day, it's not about flying the airplane, it's about reducing your pilot workload as well. Plus, you got 170 passengers, virtual passengers in the back. And I would have their comforts foremost in mind, but that's just me. Alright, airport chart. But again, to each their own. It's just a virtual flight sim. We don't need to take it too seriously, you know. Okay, parking gates, ramp info.
And I'm already starting to program my FMS.
Let me see if I can hear Pat's Fan. I'm gonna bring up the volume on my tablet real quick. You want to say something, Pat? Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you on the tablet. So they're hearing you, Pat.
And they're hearing you on my end because I have a voice set up where they can. Where I can mute Discord when I have my buddies in with me.
Yeah, I can hear it. 1 second. One second, I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah, that's one. Well, the Mac is kind of weird because you have to install a separate plugin in order to be able to hear audio for some reason when you're streaming. I don't know why to do it, but let me go ahead and go into full screen mode. But you can't just install the Streamlabs and have it pick up your audio on Windows. You have to use, like on Windows, you got to use an actual plugin. Black CH channel, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, I have a plugin right now where I can mute Discord on my stream if I have my buddies in here.
Yeah, but on the Mac it's required because if I don't use it, then you're not going to hear any audio from any games when you're streaming. Like I said, I don't know why Mac doesn't have that support included, but whatever. Alright, so let's just make sure IRS knobs are aligned. Do a fire test real quick. then turn off the dome lights. Don't need that. It's daytime. And then also turn off the panel flood, console flood. And then we can go ahead and start programming the FMS. Really easy at a Tolus. Of course, I'm going to wait for Pat to finish setting up his aircraft before I push back.
I'm already almost done, too.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta check the plan.
And just make sure my fuel waits. Question though, why you're always fully fueling your plane though? That's a lot of weights for the flight. Why don't you just go with what SimBrief gives you?
I do. I go with the max it gives me. So if I need to turn around or something.
Yeah, but that's factored into the flight plan. If you need to go back or divert to an alternate airport, it's already factored into the flight plan. So it gives you the amount of fuel that you should need to turn around or reach your alternate airport. More fuel means the aircraft's heavier, meaning that that's maybe why you're having such difficulties of landing, because you're trying to land a heavy bird, basically. Yeah, just, you know. My friendly suggestion, just go with what SimBrief says. Like, for me, it's telling me I need, and this is page 3 of the SimBrief flight plan. It's telling me I need an estimated amount of 7.4, well, I'm in kilograms, of course, 7,400 kilograms of fuel to make the trip. Or, if I have to divert to an alternate airport, that'll be plenty of fuel. Plus, that means my aircraft will be the right weight for landing. It's not going to be too heavy, so I'm not going to struggle with landing and approach. Maybe that's why you're having such difficulties. Maybe that's why, because it's just too heavy.
Well, it's telling me
I'm just thinking out loud here, It's your plane, man. It's your plane. I'm just saying,
It's telling me I need 16.2, and I have 17.322, so I should be good on fuel.
You want to take some fuel out then, because you can actually go into your tablet, go to fuel, input the correct amount of fuel. Does it say what the max fuel is? If you're worried about fuel, you can always put more in. Like it says, estimated 7.4, but I can put a max of 10.2 if I want. So on page 3, where it gives you the weights, just go with what the max fuel is for your aircraft, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I normally always do.
Yeah, so I would have him take out that that excess fuel, and that way you'll have the right weight for approach and landing without struggling.
So what do you think? Leave it at 17,000, I think. That way I have
17. It's up to you, man. Like I said, I'm just thinking that's why you're having trouble with approaches, because you're always trying to land heavy, But it's up to you. I just go with what the flight plan tells me, Okay, runway 8, we're going to use the Genoa 6 departure to the SSR transition. Okay, insert. And then our arrival into Seattle. Runway 16 right. Mariner 7 star. I don't know if we can use a VIA, but we'll take a look. We're coming from the north, so maybe. YYJ, Griffey. Well, we might be able to, actually. Griffey, and then... excuse me, guys. And then YYJ. And check the flight plan. It should be good to go.
What's your cruise set to?
What?
What are you cruising at?
SimBrief, and it's different for each aircraft. My Airbus may not be the same cruising altitude as your Boeing, but SimBrief's telling me I'm going to be flying at 39,000 feet today, which is about 500 feet less than its maximum cruise altitude. So I'm basically going to go near service ceiling for this aircraft today. Which it can do it. It's the A320neo. They got you know, and I got the Pratt and Whitney 1000 engines for the Delta livery, and they're pretty powerful engines, so should be able to reach up there without a problem. All right, let me check the flight plan here.
Well, that's gonna be the old. You know what I just got? I had my stuff aligned right.
Huh?
It said I had a fault in my alignment. My nav
Recycle
align.
your switches and line again. Just turn both your IRS switches back to off and then back to nav and try again.
That's what I had to do.
Yeah. So it ain't going anywhere until you're ready. Okay, flight plan looks good, including the approach.
I'm ready. I just gotta wait for my alignment again.
You fixed your alignment?
I have to let it realign. Because it gave
Yeah,
me
let
a
it
fault.
realign.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Alaska's pretty far north too, so you gotta give the alignment process time to do its thing. And I'm just gonna go and do the performance now. Link takeoff data, takeoff data request. Insert that link. Let's make sure the volume's okay. Looks like it is. Alright, next phase, flex takeoff. Gonna be what? We're taking off the flaps 1. Flex temp's gonna be 73. We're ready to take off. And then you know what our minimums are. Gonna land with flaps 3. I'm gonna manually land it. I'm not gonna do the auto land, so I usually like to land with flaps 3 in the Airbus. So let's make sure I got that landing 3 switch turned on. There we go. And then let's see. Airports. Minimum's gonna be 200 feet. Decision height, radial altimeter 200. Not 20, but 200. And then ILS information, localizer is ICJL 110.75. That matches. We just gotta change the course heading to match what's on the chart. Ignore that landing system mismatch. And then one more thing I gotta do is this. We're gonna take off from runway 8. Just gotta
1,000 to go.
push back real quick. Better push back. Push back.
Folks, welcome aboard American Airlines. We're currently in the process of wrapping up the final paperwork.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to
Great
go.
pleasure to have you on board with us today. If you have any requests that will make your trip a little bit more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask one of your crew members. Again, welcome aboard.
Okay, we'll hold off, wait until Pat's ready before I start the APU. Go ahead and get the weather information here. My IRS has just aligned. Weather radius. turn. Coordinates. She printed it out. Did. What is our... altimeter is 3000.
Oh, I should know something in 2 minutes.
Oh, it's aligning now properly?
I hope so.
I think you can go on the overhead, and then you got another set of knobs where that little LCD panel is. Like you can set this STS, which is stats, and it'll tell you how much you have or how long you have left to align or something.
It says a minute.
Yeah. And then you can initialize your position, and then you all should move out. My iPad is slow today for some reason.
Yeah, we're back. All right. Now it's not working. I might have to reset my aircraft real quick.
Did you try reinitializing your position on the FMS before you get up the Ghost?
Did not know. Yeah, just give me a fault when I do it.
Huh? Yeah, may just need to initialize the position again. Janelle's airport identifier code is PAJN.
Yeah, that's what I have. I put my iOS post, and it's still not working.
You may have to reboot that plane then.
I'll probably just reset the aircraft real fast.
Yeah, like switch to default aircraft like a little plane, and then go back to the Zebo. Otherwise, you might be flying a beer bus after all.
Ha 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 ha. I'll just go to the default for now.
Default 737? Oh, wow. You know how to set the fuels on the default aircraft? When you select the aircraft, go to like fuel weights and measures. There should be a button that's somewhere around the aircraft, and then you can refuel that way, set your fuel payload. You can't do it, there's no way to do it inside the aircraft. You gotta go to the actual default fueling tab with the default aircraft.
I'm gonna give it one more chance first. If I have to, I'll just have
American Airlines 1.
I'm not gonna leave until you're ready, man. No, it's actually quite a lovely little town. Town that I hope to see for real one day.
What, the one that we're in right now?
Huh?
The town that we're in right now?
Juneau, Alaska. It's basically an isolated town because there's no direct road access to the town. You gotta take a ferry.
Or a plane?
It's basically in the southern tip of Alaska. You look at your map on AVI tab.
I can see it.
Yeah. It's not actually on the Alaska mainland, but it's to the southeast. The little strip there. It's basically next door to Canada, literally.
Five minutes so I know something. No, I fly on X-Plane. I've tried MSFS and it's not able to handle my PC because I don't do hardwire, I do wireless connection right now, so I'm only able to do it on X-Plane right now.
What were you saying, Pat? I couldn't hear you.
I was talking to my chat. They were asking me if this is X-Plane or MS, if this is MSFS.
Oh yeah, it's 12, yeah. Well, for me, it's the only option because I'm on the Mac OS. I do, actually, that's not true. I can also use Aerofly if I want, but yeah, more of an X-Plane guy.
Same here.
Well, I guess if they're asking the question, if it's X-Plane or Microsoft, then looks like the gap is closing between the two sims. They're having a hard time. They're having a hard time seeing what sim it is.
Well, it's also in my title though, XP12.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I would put MSFS.
You have it, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't have it installed right now.
Okay. Yeah. It is funny seeing the little like back and forth between X-Plane, X-Plane users and Microsoft Flight Simulator users. I'm of the opinion, hey, you choose what sim you want to. I'm not going to tell people this sim is better than the other sim, vice versa. So at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your preference. You fly whatever you want to, but what both sides don't realize is that if one disappears, the other, the other is going to eventually, is going to go downhill. Because I know that because I remember back in the day, and maybe this was before Pat was born, I don't know, but I remember back in the day, ESPN had this football game called NFL 2K, and it competed directly with Madden football. And Madden, every year they had to innovate, reinvent the wheel, come up with some fancy new, features, better graphics, better ways of throwing and catching and running the football, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And really allowed Madden to really grow into a fantastic football game. Because they had that competition, they were forced to innovate and to kind of stay ahead of their competition. Then when they signed that exclusivity agreement with EA back in 2005, 2006, it slowly began, the quality began to go downhill in the Madden series games because they no longer had direct competition. They were the only players in town, meaning that, they weren't necessarily motivated to really continue to innovate new features. And it seems like every year now it's like a rehash of last year's version, maybe with a little tweak here and there, and
yeah, that is how Madden is
as flight
right
sim
now,
fans, we want to have as many flight sims as possible, especially that's playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, because as fans, depending on, it doesn't matter what flight sim you choose, apples and oranges, we all benefit as fans because both sides are trying to outdo the other, which means that, hey, competition means that we're going to have new, better features, because again, one's trying to outdo the other, and leapfrog, and that means we benefit as fans in the end, because our preferred sims, get better and better.
Gotta reset the
I'm wondering if Microsoft didn't get released, if there might have not even been X-Plane 12 until maybe a year or two after, that announcement, official announcement from Laminar, so. To make a very long story short, guys, we want to have both sims, and then we want to have competition because both sides benefit in the end.
Well, if I can't get this plane to align after I had to reset the aircraft, now I don't know what to say. Because I'd reload.
Alright, let me. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Pat's Discord because if I do the YouTube video, it's there's a delay. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he's sharing his screen right now or not.
It's taking a minute to come up.
Okay, I see it now. Watch stream. Okay. So let's take a look at the overhead when you get a chance. The upper overhead where the two knobs are. Set each one to nav.
That's why I had them at, and it was still not aligning right.
Okay, the upper button there, set it to STS. 7 minutes. Okay, so you then go to your FMS. Type in PAJN.
I'll zoom in for you.
I can't see your FMS. You're too far away. You gotta get closer. Okay, so type in PAJN. Put in the little reference airport bots. Oh. Okay, go to the nets page. Oh, what'd you do? Go back to the initialization page. You skipped a step. Okay, type in PAJN again. And then before do anything else, stop there. Put it in. Just overwrite. Go to the Nets page. You know, Nets page button. Click on one of those two. GPS left. Copy in the scratch pad. Click the button to the left with the GPSL.
This one?
No. What's next to the GPSL? The button that's next to the very top coordinate there. North 3605, yeah. Then once you click, go back to the previous page. And go ahead and put that in set IRS position. So go ahead and now click on route. And see if that's how I set the coordinates on the Zebo. I used the coordinates there on the second page. Maybe that's what the problem was, but we'll find out. Set up your departure arrival information first. You do the performance after all that, yeah. And then just go do your flight plan. Route. Wait. Go to RTE. I'm trying to get you a flow here, so go to RTE. Click on RTE.
That's where I am. RTE1.
Okay, go next page. Plug in your flight plan from there, whatever your routes are. So you do your departure, and then go to route, put your route in, and then you do your arrival information. So put your waypoints in. Jack Daniels and Coke Zero for breakfast. It's in a can. I didn't mix it myself. Okay. Then do your RNAV approach, whatever runway it is. And then your trans... Yeah, I don't know if you have a transition, but yeah. You're enter 7. And then, yeah. There you go. So go and do your performance checks. Looks good to me. Oh, using that camera again, huh?
For right now, because I don't have the number pad.
Yeah. Oh, because you have the numeric pad, that's why. Okay, now I can do your performance calculations. And then wait for it to align. Hopefully it works this time. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah. Yeah, and then like I said, I do the initialization first, and then I do the route departure, and then the route and the arrival information, and then I do the performance last. I'll go ahead and let you deal with that. Okay. Go back to full screen mode here. And we are still chilling here. Oh no.
What?
No. I got the stupid gray screen on the aircraft. I gotta reset the stupid aircraft. Well, I guess I got plenty of time as I gotta wait for you anyway. Yeah, there's a bug right now where if you're outside the aircraft for too long, if you go back in the aircraft, instead of seeing like the displays are all like grayed out for some reason.
Well, I'm good. I'll wait for you now. You help. We fixed it.
The line. That's how you line the IRS from now on. Do it that way. It wouldn't take me too long. It's just annoying. So I gotta load another aircraft in, and then they gotta reload back to the toll list. Blah blah blah.
Ground to flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to
Well, it gives me a minute to go grab some W energy.
W energy.
No, I'm not gonna go grab some W. I'm just gonna go turn my webcam off for a minute and go clean some gunk out of my nose and mute my mic.
W and some Jack Daniels.
Have you tried that yet?
No, I should.
Tell me how it
I
tastes.
tried Monster and Jack Daniels. It's pretty good. I think they have like actual like energy drinks in a can now. I was looking at their website the other day. It's not the powder, but it's actually like in a can. Yeah. Yeah, they're in SoCal. You know, they're like a little south of Orange County, I think, or they're deep Orange County. Or is it San Diego? Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. So they're in San Diego then. But still, that's only, what, a couple hours from where I live. Alright, gotta go for this stupid song and dance again. Alright. I'm not gonna bother with this stupid fire quick here.
descend, crossing, descend,
And the
descend,
YYZ.
crossing, descend, descend, descend
Surge,
now,
performance,
descend,
complete
descend
takeoff data,
now, increase climb,
receive
increase
takeoff
climb,
data,
increase descent, increase descent, maintain vertical speed,
uplink,
maintain vertical speed,
I
crossing,
gotta do the total flex
maintain,
temp calculation
monitor
again,
vertical speed, TCAS
flap 1,
test, pass,
it's gonna be flex 73, flaps 3 for arrival, ILS decision height 200, and then we gotta put our